Hey happy viewers! In this video we'll show you a fun and easy way to add instant color and charm to the garden using window or hanging baskets. This is the fence we'll be working on today. My husband recently made this and installed it around our cottage space. I thought adding a few hanging baskets would enhance the cottage look. The plan is to add one hanging basket to each panel, so we'll be working with 3 hanging baskets. The first and the third basket would be slightly elevated than the second one. I have installed the second hanging basket as is with a given S hook, and this is the length that I end up with. So to make it a little shorter like the first one, we have to work around a bit. Instead of hooking the S hook and the given space, we are using the horizontal bar to reduce the height of the basket, and then slightly slide it to one of the vertical bar to keep it steady and in place. It's as simple as that. So we are repeating the same thing for the second hook. All 3 baskets are hung, and I think it has already started to get the cottage charm. Let's go check the plants now. These are all the plants that will be going into the hanging baskets. I've got one centerpiece for each of them. The first and the third basket would have Lobelia as their centerpiece, and the second basket will have this Phlox as a centerpiece. At this point of time, Phlox looks a little uninteresting, but trust me, when these buds start to bloom, it is going to be really interesting. It is such a prolific bloomer that you'll not be able to see any trace of green. It will just be a lilac color mound. The snapdragons would be going on either side of the centerpiece. I think the spiky flowers of the snapdragons would add a nice character to the spilling lobelias and Phlox. Next, I've got some pansies. I will be using them as filler plants. Wherever I've got some extra space, I'm just going to pop them in. All these plants will be planted in a full sun position, and they'll receive at least 6 hours of good sun. They all have similar watering requirements, so I really hope they would be doing well together. Next, moving on to the soil preparation. I've taken potting mix and adding controlled release fertilizer to it. This one is for flowering plants in containers, and the good thing about controlled release fertilizer is that it releases the nutrients only when the plant needs it, so you don't have to worry even if you slightly add it to the higher end. To begin with, I'm adding soil only to the bottom layer because I have plants of different sizes. I will increase the soil quantity as the plant size reduces. There are a few damaged stems, so I'm just going to cut them off before I plant. On either side of the lobelia, I'm going to plant these snapdragons. The flowers have a nice peachy tone, so they should look really beautiful next to the white flower. I will be finishing up this rack with two of these pansies. I will be finishing up the planting by adding the prepared potting mix until all the roots are covered nice and tight. One basket is done. I'm going to go ahead and plant in the same way and complete the other two baskets. Here comes a little helper to do the heavy lifting. I think that looks really charming. I'm very happy with the results. I hope you liked it too. Before I wind up, a big thanks to each and every one of you who have subscribed to this channel and supported us. And those who haven't subscribed yet, please do. There are lots of planting and interesting DIY coming soon. Let's learn, support, and inspire through our gardens. Happy gardening!